This is the first day when we came here. We made a vision board.
Maisha is freshly 18 years old, that age where the whole world is laid out in front of you. Where will you go? Who will you be? The choices are seemingly endless.
I am excited to see where life takes me.
But a few months ago, that excitement was more like fear. In October 2021, Maisha was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon, housed in the Lorain County Juvenile Detention Center for 2 months. Until someone saw the potential she has, putting her instead in a new program called Crossroads.
It makes me feel good because I'm really not a bad kid, and it was just I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
In 2020, Black youth made up about 11% of the population in Lorain County, but more than 44% of the juvenile incarceration rate. Emily Campbell is a researcher at Cleveland think tank Community Solutions, helped put that data together.
People start to think of themselves as bad kids, and that can be a perpetuating cycle just for the individual.
When you look at that data, what do you see?
Well, it's data that doesn't surprise me.
Racial disparities in the criminal justice system are something we have seen for decades, nationwide, statewide, in our cities. According to the NAACP, Black Americans are incarcerated in state prisons at nearly 5 times the rate of white Americans. But in Lorain County, Court Administrator Tim Weitzel says decisions are now driven by the data, and the juvenile courts have been driven to make a change.
And we've just cut our detention numbers in half. We average 20 youth when we used to be at 50. I mean, it's amazing, and we haven't sacrificed public safety.
2 years ago, Lorain County joined JDAI, or the Juvenile Detention Alternatives Initiative, one of 19 counties out of the 88 in our state. Since then, they've decreased the number of Black youth in juvenile detention by 51% and diverted 1,100 cases in 11 months. The charges are typically minor misdemeanors.
Diversion's a great thing because we're not pulling them into our system where it becomes difficult to escape.
Because going through the court system can become cyclical. You go to juvie for something minor, you get out, you go back in, you slip up on probation, you go back in. The damage Maisha saw herself firsthand.
I see kids, they just keep going back and keep doing the same thing over and over. And that's just something I'm not going to do. And I want to be successful.
But of course, with diversion comes the questions we know you're thinking at home.
You're not letting dangerous kids walk free.
Oh,
That's
no.
not the goal here.
No, absolutely not. We will hold the dangerous kids accountable every single time. We take that very seriously. We just want to make sure that the right youth goes into detention, the youth that is a risk to the community.
But we'd be remiss not to mention Tamara McLeod, the 18-year-old charged with killing Cleveland police officer Shane Bartek. She was on probation at the time for robbery instead of serving time behind bars.
But here are the numbers in black and white. Out of roughly 1,200 cases since May 2021, 148 kids reoffended, and out of those, only 15 were sent for formal prosecution. The court telling me that the rest were successfully diverted.
At the end of the program, we make one of these stars. This is my star right here.
Maisha is one of 64 graduates of Crossroads since 2019, a program youth are chosen to go to instead of serving time in the detention home. They get picked up from school and come straight here until 8 every night, what's called prime time crime time. Cooking, crafting, surrounded by counselors and probation officers
I'll stop and see you soon.
who truly care about them.
They made me feel like I belong there.
When you're young, the choices can seem endless. Those choices also have consequences, especially when you're young. This place, these people, just hoping to guide them to the right ones.
What are you thankful for now?
I'm thankful for finishing my program successfully.
In Lorain County, Homa Bash, News 5.